Hi guys, my name is Borikson. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. So guys, today's video is going to be kind of weird. I know, lately I have a two-track mind right now, Kyle and Mitchell. I know. But anyway guys, I want to make a video kind of defending myself. If you guys don't know, I've been talking to my childhood friend Kyle for the last, well, other than today, 4 days ago, we were talking to each other, and then we were talking for almost a week. We talked for almost a week straight, and he'd asked me to be his girlfriend. I had said yes, but I haven't heard from Kyle, and it looks like he keeps blocking and unblocking me on Facebook, and but I can still message him on Messenger and on Instagram, I think. So the last time I didn't hear from him for a while, I went to him on Instagram and wrote out this message and said, "Look, I understand after past things. If you guys don't know, oh my goodness, I did a whole video on Kyle and Mitchel. I did a whole video on Kyle and Mitchell. I did be very obsessed with those two. If you guys did not know, I'm going to make this clear. Okay, I've said this in videos, and I'm going to make this very, very clear. I do have feelings for both cousins, and I always have. I always have since I was like 12, if not before that. Um, so it's kind of hard to understand this, and I know I'm throwing back and forth like who's who and what's what. That is to in case Mitchell or Kyle ever sees this, they don't actually know who I'm talking about. So it's like, oh, she's doing boy problems. I want people to hear me loud and clear. We're 34. We're all 34-ish. I didn't say in the video, Mitchell moved out west. Oh gosh, guys, there's someone dressed as an elephant costume on TV playing football. I'm like, oh, sorry, playing baseball. And I'm like, oh, as a baseball Sandlot fangirl in my heart, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. But as a stuffed animal lover and mascots remind me of stuffed animals, I'm like, ah. But sorry, guys. You have a need to have a sucky hear me for support. This is Munford, if you're new here, Munford, and this is his little friend Spidey, I named him. So guys, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I'm gonna put this out there. I have an abscess in my tooth. All back here. It's a little, like, big, huge bump. It's full of grossness. So I don't know if it's just maybe Kyle is busy and the abscess is making me think silly duddy things. I don't know, but I want to get this clear right now. There have been rumors going around since CCD. I went to CCD with them, which is Sunday school, or they call it CCD, where we could do confirmation. I was actually confirmed with both these two cousins, and the name. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I am, like I said, I'm really close in age to them. I'm like right between them. They're not far apart in months, and I'm right between them. So I kind of want to just kind of explain the whole Mitchell thing, because I know I'm going to get bullied. I'm going to get teased. I look at my hat in the air. So what? I've seen Cameron Bright, the actor, do it. So what? I do it because I have a neck issue from birth. So guys, let me kind of explain. Kyle has like autism like me, or I'm pretty sure I have autism. No one's diagnosed. I'm pretty sure I have autism. And Mitchell doesn't, that we're aware of. If Mitchell's on the spectrum, he's like very, very light. I usually just say Mitchell's not on the spectrum because I'm pretty sure he's not. Like, he seems pretty smart to me, guys. He's a police officer, by the way. So, and that's a good thing that Kyle told me, that I can't believe that Mitchell Jones is a police officer. Oh my goodness. Mitchell Allen Jones is a police officer. I can't believe it. As a little girl, I used to like to sit. I was actually in Sunday school class with Mitchell. Kyle was a grade below us or ahead of us or something, which is weird. But okay, guys, my TV is shaking. Okay. Guys, there's some rumors been going around about me and Mitch since like middle school. Like, she likes Mitchell, which we all know that wasn't a rumor. I do legitimately, guys. I'm not gonna say my full feelings, and if this video never gets posted, it's because I eventually heard from Kyle, or I decide not to post. I thought it was too personal. But let me break this down. Yes, guys, the thing that breaks my heart the most is a lot of Kyle's female friends or ex-girlfriends and ex-girls of Mitchell, ex-girls who liked Mitchell, I also admit I fell for Mitchell probably long before those other girls did. We were at least 12, if not younger than that. So, guys, you guys know, along with like autistic, I have a tick, so I like my glasses to touch my cheeks. It makes me happy. So even when I'm sad, I do it and giggle. I just like it. I like my glasses to touch my cheeks. And guys, these men have been through is horrendous. I'm not gonna say online. Some of these is their personal business. These men have been through it's horrendous, and my heart has always went out to Mitchell. Like when the neighbor boy up the street from me had an accident, he passed away. When I met that brother, you guys all known about Spencer. Spencer was a one-hit wonder, love of my life. I met Spencer. Well, I meant Spencer more than that. We're just not. This video has nothing to do with Spencer. I will do a Mitchell Spencer story later on. But what also attracted me to Spencer was Mitchell. He had the same scenario. So when I met Spencer, I looked at Spencer and said, "If I can't hug Mitch, can I hug you?" I looked at it. I said, my cousin's friend Mitchell had the same thing happen to him, to his little brother. I couldn't hug Mitchell. Can I hug you? And that instantly bonded me to Spencer for years. You guys know. I wanted Spencer. I wanted to marry Spencer. I was all for it. My friends were like, "Girl, you went on 3 dates with Spencer, like 3, and you met." Like, calm it down. And then I called my friends and was like, "Spencer doesn't love me." And they were like, "Girl, you're a queen. Forget about Spencer." And I said the same thing about Mitchell. Like, "You're a queen. Forget about Mitchell." And guys, why I'm making this video, I'm just wanting to plushie here for this part. I have a theory that the cousins' family might have a theory about me. And I just want to say now, I'm defending myself. Mitchell does have a girlfriend. I said he did in another video because I didn't want to make out who I was talking about. Guys, I personally would never do anything inappropriate. And you gotta understand, guys, I say inappropriate because, remember, we're Catholics. We're Christians. So we grew up believing, like, kissing outside of marriage is wrong. I personally am guilty as charged because, kiss Spence is guilty as charged. I don't like to talk too much about myself and the people I've been with, people I've been on dates, people that I've kissed and hugged and held hands with. I don't feel comfortable talking about, like, my past and, like, men that I've dated. No, I don't usually feel comfortable doing this. But right now, we're going to get down to it. Okay, I want to say this right now, Kyle Jones, if you were watching this video, I want you to know flat out, nothing ever happened between me and Mitchell. You need to understand that. And for viewers watching as well, I'm going to come down in the dirty with this and say, I had the assumption that Kyle's family thought I was messing with Mitchell without Kyle knowing it. Like, I've had that feeling since I was about 18. And that's kind of why the friendship broke up last time. Is that I had a feeling that he thought that I had liked Mitch. And using like as a double guys, first off, if you're watching my videos, you're probably an adult. I don't do dog content, toy content much anymore. Okay, so Kyle thought that was my theory, that I thought Kyle could have thought I slept with Mitchell, which is, like, disgusting. I'm gonna say that's my friend's cousin. It's nasty. Guys, it's just this whole thing is upsetting and aggravating. They're all these, not upsetting because I don't have a heart to break. By the way, if you guys are new to my channel, I'm an orphan and I don't have a heart to break because after what I witnessed in my life, I never thought Kyle and Mitchell would be two people I would care about again. I have actually toyed with reaching out to Mitchell and just asking him, like, hey, what's going on with Kyle? Mitchell doesn't know me either, guys. I'm explaining this. Mitchell only knows me from being Kyle's friend. I actually called Kyle to ask Mitchell out for me, and Mitchell was like, I'm surprised you're asking me because, I always known you as Kyle's girl. So, guys, Kyle and Mitchell are both really confused dudes. How do I put this nicely? Mitchell's handsomer. I'm not gonna lie, Mitchell is sexier. I will not lie. But Mitchell would never. I don't think he would ever hurt Kyle by going after the one girl that Kyle liked. I mean, guys, like I said, me and Kyle have been friends on and off since kindergarten. He even told me he thought we were gonna get married one day. He actually just told me this recently. He even said he thought that I was meant for him and he was meant for me. And I was like, sure, because maybe he's the one that got away. But yeah, if he thinks that I would have biblical relations with Mitchell, and think of that, guys, because he comes out west and comes and hangs out with Kyle and Kyle's mom, who's his aunt, and yeah, his mom. That's really awkward. And if I would marry Kyle, it would be really awkward because then at Thanksgiving dinner is all of us sitting there, and I don't know if the moms think this too. The mom and the aunt think this. I've been debating on reaching out to Mitchell's mom and just telling my truth and be like, look, I haven't heard from Kyle. I want to know what's going on with him. And dropping the bomb. I would never sleep with Mitchell. I would never, not in a million years. It actually makes me uncomfortable to say the words out loud. Because when I discovered that was the opinion I was getting that he thought I could have, I went to my dad and cried. And my dad, I don't know, my dad was all, guys, I could go out to somebody and spat in her face. And my dad was like, oh, my perfect daughter. She's so perfect. If I ever had an argument with anybody, my dad used to always assume I was right. Like, everybody else was wrong. His perfect darling daughter was right. Just saying. Anyway, guys, so my dad said before me it's best to end this friendship if he's gonna accuse you of, like, I don't want to accuse me of it. That's his opinion I had. I'm a little nervous making this video. I'm a little nervous saying this, guys. Yeah, I will admit, when I was in my teen years, I did get a weird theory. I wanted to, like I said, take Mitchell. Like I said, remember, Mitchell also, like I always say, is neurotypical. He doesn't have autism, like ADHD, none of that stuff that I know of. He didn't seem it in school. He seemed pretty smart. I mean, CCD, we didn't go to school together. We went to CCD together. And we were, and Kyle always brought up Mitchell. And I was like, well, Mitchell must be a nice guy then. And we talk a lot about Mitchell. Like, most of our relationship, we were talking about Mitchell. Like Mitchell's girlfriend, what Mitchell's up to, Mitchell's job, what kind of car Mitchell drives, Mitchell. So I think he has the opinion that I like Mitchell more. Now, drop this 100% honest. I do. If I had to pick between Kyle or Mitchell, I'm going Mitchell. And I've liked him on and off since I was 12. It just feels so weird, liking your friend's cousin. And I don't feel like it's betraying Kyle to say this, because at this point I haven't heard from Kyle in 4 days. I'm not his girlfriend anymore. I can say it. But, guys, also, like I said, Mitchell is friends with my cousin. Well, was friends with my cousin. He didn't know, but I remember him saying he was friends with Mitchell. So, guys, I just feel really bad. And I also don't want to cause problems for Mitchell and his girlfriend either. If they broke up, I'd be right there. I don't want to pick up the pieces. But, guys, it's not a little thing. I've had a thing for him since I was 12. I had a thing for him again when I was 17. And then again at 18 and 19. And then 22. And then when I met Spencer, he reminded me of Mitchell. And that's why I went out with him. So if you pull back that layer, it makes, because he had a similar issue to Mitchell in it. It makes sense then. I mean, then you realize you factor Spencer into it to Mitchell, and it makes sense. I mean, I will admit, when I was like 16, 17, I did think, what would it be like to date Mitchell? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm using a double entendre. I'm kind of double entendre here. I'm saying one thing and I really mean something else, but guys, Mitchell lives across the country, and now I have a hard task of getting over him permanently, forever and for always. Please stay calm with me. If I ever seem weird in my videos, because I'm getting over Mitchell, and it seems weird. I thought I was over Mitchell 22 years ago. I thought I was over Mitchell 10 years ago. I had a dream of a relative coming and saying, I can cure you of Mitchell, but you won't like him anymore ever again. You'll never care about Mitchell. You'll think of Mitchell, and it'll come to mind from time to time throughout life, but you will never feel that urge to have him ever again. Like, I can count back from 10, and I'll take your feelings away. Your memories will stay intact, and your kind feelings towards him, your loving feelings will stay intact, but you won't have feelings for Mitchell ever again. Newsflash, dude, it didn't work. It worked for 12 years, but was just a dream. I thought it actually meant something. Okay, guys, I have babbled on and on and on about Kyle and Mitchel, but I just wanted to make a video just in case. I don't want to say Kyle or Mitchel's mom's names in here in case they come across my channel too. I want them to know that I would never, never betray Kyle and have relationships or anything to do with Mitchel. If he liked me, he liked me. And Mitchel wouldn't do that either. So, okay. And the worst thought of it is what my mind is thinking he thinks about me and Mitchel. It's horrific. Like, it's sad. Okay, guys, I'm going to comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for post notifications. Happier videos from me. Stay tuned, because I just need to be demitched, and then I should be right back. I need to be demitcheled, and I'll be right back, guys. Bye-bye.